predictable winners and questionable booking. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble. Okay, so let's probably take this in match order. It's probably the best way to do this. So the Women's Royal Rumble first. I wasn't overly impressed with the Women's Royal Rumble, but it was the better of the two Royal Rumbles on the night. There wasn't too many shock returns or surprises in this Rumble, but we got the predictable winner that we all kind of wanted in Liv Morgan. She had a strong showing, and we had the kind of tossing out Raquel and the friction in the Judgment Day that we were kind of expecting, and we built on that, so I was happy overall with that. The crowd in Saudi for the women's matches is terrible. The fact that they're constantly chanting randomness and they're kind of non-existent when they're watching just kind of throws the whole feel off. And I feel like the fact that they put such an emphasis on the women's division and then bring it to Saudi Arabia just shows a lack of respect that I think it doesn't deserve. We got Brie Bella as a surprise entrant and Nikki Bella. Don't think anybody was asking for that. Everyone wanted AJ Lee and we wanted it against Becky, but look, you could build that match anywhere. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be the Royal Rumble. But overall, Sol Ruka was the standout. She was phenomenal, making it all the way to the final three as well against Tiffany and Liv. But Liv got the well-deserved win here, and I think it made the most sense going forward for Liv Morgan to win this Rumble. Second match of the night then, we get into AJ Styles versus Gunther. Went the exact way I expected it to go. A phenomenal match. If it really is the end of AJ Styles, which I think it is, based on the merch and how emotional he looked on the night, taking the gloves off, putting them back on. It was a great way to bow out. Gunther's great at these sorts of matches. We know this now, 3 in a row for retiring the legends. A great showing by AJ as well, and the fact he didn't tap and he passed out was a nice touch. The crowd were into this match too, like they were heavy into it as well, which was good to see, because I find with these crowds, like I said, they can be up and down. But overall, excellent match for what it was. It was sad to see AJ go though, and I hope if they are going to do something where he comes back and he's not retired, it's in TNA, because it would kind of be the last chapter of that story. He was TNA through and through. He built that company, and he's the one that got all the eyes on it. So if he does come back, I hope he does a little run in TNA, but I'm not holding my breath. I'd like him to just bow out here as well, like, and take his health and go. But other than that, good match and the expected outcome. On to the WWE Championship match. Another excellent match. I feel like we're just getting better and better matches every time because the roster is so stacked. And I'm happy. I'm here for it. Realistically, I'm here for it. But I didn't think Sami was going to get the win. But they did a very good job at making me think he was going to get the win during the match. But I think that's a testament to Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. Also, Drew just elevates every feud that he's in. I'm glad he's champion, and he's great at being a champion. And he's such a hateable, dislikable person as champion. Like, he always makes it personal. Like Punk said on the pre-show, he always makes it personal. We see him with the wristbands that he had, that when he was robbing Punk's wristband during that feud. Everything he does, these personal touches, is great, and I love it. And it's what CM Punk used to do as a heel, especially in the Jeff Hardy feud and stuff. It was just great. It was excellent. And the Drew McIntyre is a deserving WWE champion through and through. So I was happy with the outcome. They're building the feud with Cody, as we saw in the Rumble itself, possibly with Jacob Fatu as well. And now with the winner of the Royal Rumble, like, whether or not Roman goes that way, I don't think he will. But Drew deserved the win here, and definitely was the right call, not taking the belt off him this early. Then on to the big gripe, the men's Royal Rumble match. I'm not the only one that's upset with this one. The internet was alight during and after and since. Like, Obafemi coming out number one, excellent choice. I was like, here we go, unpredictable Rumble. Obafemi opens the show. This makes sense. And Braun Breaker comes out second. He gets attacked by a masked individual who they're trying to make it look like a Seth Rollins with a curb stomp. We've seen the pictures afterwards online. Looks like the person's blonde, so potentially Logan Paul. My first instinct was Seth. Second instinct was Logan Paul. I definitely think it's built into some sort of friction inside the division and it's going to be revealed eventually. I was upset because I wanted Braun Breaker to win the whole Rumble, but it was a cool swerve and I wasn't at all against it. Like, I thought it was a good play without having to make Braun look weak in the Rumble if he wasn't going to win it. Get him, kind of catch him off guard at the beginning, throw him out. Then you don't have to worry about that aspect later when the likes of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar enter the ring. But devastated for Braun. Really wanted him to win the Rumble. Obafemi had a great showing. The first half of the Royal Rumble I enjoyed. Obafemi was dominating. He was tossing everybody out. It's the second half of the Royal Rumble. Like, realistically, we probably all knew deep down as the day got closer, Chris Jericho wasn't going to show up. And that's fine. We don't expect to get all the surprises that we want at the Royal Rumble. But I'm so tired of getting my hopes up and expecting greatness when it's being spoon-fed to me by Triple H saying, it's going to be the best. This is the biggest Royal Rumble. This is going to be the best Royal Rumble. It's the biggest amount of surprises. It's going to be an epic event. It's an epic event because Saudi Arabia have poured millions into a stadium. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about fan service here. Like, his booking for some things is great. And then you have the Royal Rumble. I think they dropped the ball big time. We all had a feeling Roman Reigns was the favourite and he was going to win. That's fine. Roman probably does deserve a rightful Royal Rumble win. That's okay. But it was predictable and boring to have Roman win it. But you kind of expect it. It's Roman Reigns. He's going to get the big push. He's going to be in the big main event match at WrestleMania. That's fine. But do we really need 8 luchadors who have no... Well, Ray got a reaction because he's Rey Mysterio. Penta got a reaction. Ray Phoenix came out. Crickets. Dragon Lee, the exact same. Mr. Iguana. La Parca. We didn't need that many AAA and luchador mid-carders in the Royal Rumble match. When you're after saying on Raw to Finn Balor, oh, the Royal Rumble's full. Obviously, we have to take that at face value. And it's a show, I understand that. But why have Finn Balor in the main event? Be pushing him towards a feud with CM Punk. You have him interfering in the match with AJ Styles and attack Punk. So now the hype is huge going into the Rumble. Is he going to attack somebody? Is Dom going to come back? Is Finn going to interfere with Dom and get into the match? No. We have a multitude of mid-carders that we don't care about in this aspect, in this match, that we know aren't going to go anywhere. We're not stupid. We're wrestling fans. We know the way the Royal Rumble should work. And then we have big returns in LA Knight, which was excellent to see. But then he just gets randomly tossed out. Then you have Brock Lesnar, who's after announcing on Pat McAfee's show for no reason that he's entering the Royal Rumble. So it destroys any aspect of a surprise. He comes in, gets eliminated during Jey Uso's entrance. Why Jey Uso's in the Royal Rumble, I don't understand. You also have El Grande Americano and original El Grande Americano instead of just letting Chad Gable be a singles competitor again. Like, 2 spots wasted again. No Finn Balor. He's a big name. The people in Saudi Arabia would also know him. They don't care about half this other stuff. There was highlights to the match also. We had Powerhouse Hobbs and it broke to Royce Keys. Excellent. But dead in the water reaction. Like, you're debuting these people and you're having returns in a crowd that are complete casuals, it seems. They love singing along to Randy Orton's music. They love singing along to Cody's music. Excellent to see. But during the match, if you watch it back, there's dead moments. And it's like they don't even know who half these people are. And like, I understand it's a business, so it doesn't matter what the reaction is. Triple H and the WWE and TKO are making a ton of money. Put it in Saudi. Let's keep doing it. They don't care. which is fine. It's a business at the end of the day. That's fine. But for an actual fan of the show and all the fans online, and then like we get no return on investment here for investing our time and watching this. Like, it's really getting to the point where what's the point in watching these PLEs when they're going to be in the likes of Saudi Arabia, because you're ruining surprises with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, who we obviously knew were probably going to show up. But to sell a few more tickets and put a big buzz on it, you announce them. Then you put them in the match and nothing. Like, wasn't too many big moments with them. You didn't utilise them. And then you just cater to these fans who only just want to see legends or big names and just disregard storylines that are currently ongoing. Like, no Judgment Day representation when you could have easily had you could have easily propelled that storyline. Like, pointless. Like, and I get it, we're not going to get Jericho, but overall I was disappointed, like, with the way they handle it. Roman Reigns goes on to win it, fine. I hope he goes after Punk. But then where does that leave Finn Balor? Like, it leaves too many questions unanswered. Like, I know we're going to have Raw on Monday and we'll see how it goes. But it feels like they're just going to throw Finn to the side now. Roman's back. And he's going to go after the World Heavyweight title. It's just, we're playing the same song and dance every single time with the Royal Rumble. And it's getting really frustrating to watch. Like, I was extremely excited for it. But I was let down in the end. I was delighted that Liv won hers. And I was okay with Roman winning his. But it's the way they handle the middle of the match and the fan expectation. Then you have the post-show. Triple H is there talking about how, it's a great era of wrestling. And he's not wrong. You have a stacked roster. The best it's ever been, probably. And you're having stellar matches on the card that deliver. And then you drop the ball in such a big way. Like, we had Y2J chants at the end, which is for, we're going to get them, because everybody expected it. But the you fucked up chants, all the chants about how Triple H can't book a show. Like, listen to these people. Like, we were excited when Triple H came in. His booking was great when he first took over. And now we're seeing Vince McMahon 2.0 ruining the Royal Rumble, ruining storylines. Like, the highlights of the match were Obafemi getting a strong showing, the Drew and Cody elimination, and Roman winning the match. That's it. Like, even brought in Powerhouse Hobbs. It doesn't even have a huge showing, gets thrown out. It's kind of nothing. LA Knight with the big return just gets dumped out by Cody. Like, I don't know. It left a lot to be desired. I'm not too pumped up for what's coming next here now. I feel like they dropped the ball majorly here. I feel like overall the quality of matches was good, but the event and the feeling it's supposed to give you to kickstart the road to WrestleMania was off and was kind of a bit of a flop. Like, it ended on a sour note for me. But maybe I'm just being ungrateful, but I'd love to know what you all think. Everyone on Twitter and a lot of the internet wrestling community have the same kind of feeling and like kind of opinions on it. But let me know anyway down below what you think. Am I wrong? Am I right? What did you think of the Royal Rumble? Did you get what you expected? But what do you think is going to happen on Raw now going forward? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll have the Raw review up on Tuesday. Cheers.